Good evening, ballers, and welcome to the Dennis Ball Show. Tonight we're talking to frontman David McWane about the new Big D and the Kids Table record, Do Your Art. What's up, David?
Oh, not much, Dennis. How are you?
Now I'm going to tell you 7 dad jokes, man, and then we're going to talk about this new record.
And it's if I laugh or not, right?
No, I gave that up. I don't like the pressure, man. And ballers, comment on this video, man, and we're going to feature one of the most compelling comments in an upcoming video, just like this one below. All right, joke number 1.
All right, here we go.
I caught my wife in bed with the guy who sings Take On Me. I said, aha! Aha! Because that's the name of the band.
Oh, the name of the band. Yeah, the name of the band.
Yeah, okay, that's a no laugh. That's a no laugh. Baby Ball, that's too old, man. Kids don't listen to that anymore, David.
Yeah, I'm too young for that. I'm too young
Too
for
young.
that.
What U.S. state has the best dressed athletes?
That's a question for me.
Yeah, what do you think?
Has the best dressed athletes?
It's New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's a laugh. Boom, 1. Joke number 3. I just got a dog from a blacksmith, David. As soon as I got him home, he made a bolt for the door.
I got it.
Because he's a blacksmith dog. All right, good. That's a 2 for 3. Perfect. Did you know there's 2 places in your house where you're not American?
2 places in your house that you're not American?
Yeah, you know what they are? Well, in the bathroom, European. And on the way there, you're Russian.
Yeah. Dennis, you make these up?
No, that's an old classic. That's an oldie but goodie. Did you hear about the man who fell into an upholstery machine?
No.
He's fully recovered.
Yes.
He's recovered. Boom! Number 6, David. Do you know why dolphins are so successful at relationships? They just click, man.
Yes.
They click. Because they make a clicking
I'm from the
noise.
flipper generation, so yeah.
I was about to try and make a dolphin noise, and then I thought better of it. All right. Final joke. Joke number 7. How did the hacker escape the police?
How did the hacker escape the police?
Any idea?
I don't know. How?
He just ran somewhere. He ran somewhere.
It's a really good joke.
David McWane, you got a score of 6 out of 7, which is outstanding. Well done.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about the new Do Your Art record. It's available for pre-order, ballers, and I'm going to put a link in the description. Is it available only on colored vinyl?
Yes, I believe there are 2 options of colored vinyl currently available.
Baby Ball, did you Google this record before you made the mock-up here?
Uh-oh.
David, please accept my apologies, man, for this inaccurate mock-up of your record. It clearly shows black vinyl when you have a very attractive options.
It's okay. Yeah.
Newbury Comics has an Easter yellow variant. There's a blue one, and there's a red, blue, yellow swirl one. Is that correct?
Oh, there's 3. Yeah.
It's
Yes.
on 245 RPM 12-inch records.
That's right. I was really excited about that.
You guys release all of your records like that now.
I'll say yes, but I'm hoping that's right.
Why do you guys do that?
That's supposed to sound much better.
The new record, 20 tracks. What does the title Do Your Art refer to?
It refers to artists that I've known. It's just one of those things where in today's society, it's, you wake up, you have to have breakfast, then you have to do your commute, and then you work 8 hours, and then you do your commute an hour and a half home, and then you make dinner.
Right.
There's no real time for these really talented people who can do outstanding
Dennis Ball type work.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, and so I also just want young artists to know that other than the fact that it's hard and their time is being squeezed out of what they want to do with their life, you see a lot of successful artists, but a lot of them have successful parents. They have a life in which maybe they don't need that 8-hour job every day.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not saying that, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, Veruca Salt, that character, we're not putting Veruca down. She should be an artist.
Right.
She should do everything. But I just want artists that don't have the opportunity to have Veruca's parents to know that it's not because they're not good enough. Because so many artists I know stop doing it because they think they're not good enough. But in reality, It's just the game is stacked against them.
It really is. And, you know, if your record has one prevailing message throughout it, it's encouragement to these artists.
Artists have to start, you know, asking themselves, what is it they want out of their art? Sure, McDonald's sells the most burgers, but
Right.
is the McDonald's burger the tastiest burger on the planet? You know,
Right.
maybe someone has a food truck or doesn't have a business and just makes burgers for their friends and family, or maybe has a small restaurant. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe those burgers taste maybe better than a McDonald's burger.
Maybe.
Everybody's art, and I include science, art and science, is their superpower. You know, it's
Right.
I can't draw or illustrate at all. And so when some people do it, it's like an X-Men. And so I just don't want people to go like this, like, well, Superman's the most popular superhero, so what's the point?
The first single on the record is called Too Much. Did anyone ever tell you that you're too much and it hurt your feelings?
Yes. Most people who tell me I'm too much, I always say it's like the most uncreative people usually tell me I'm too much.
Ugh.
Yeah, the ones that just deconstruct. They just go in and deconstruct things and people.
Well, you're not too much. You're just the right amount.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Dennis.
And the first lyric refers to the previous song.
Yeah.
And then there's other songs that refer to songs on previous records.
Yeah.
And boss tone songs and stuff like that. In a kind of interwoven way, do you see these songs like as sort of part of a larger story that you're telling with your records?
Yeah, I look at an album as a I don't look at it as just a song. You know, like I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to rewrite the world in one song, but you could rewrite the world in a record. You know what I mean? Or, you know, say everything in one song. You can say everything in a record. So I look at a record as a song, if you know what I mean.
Yep, absolutely. And you guys just dropped that video for New Day. Is that a love song or is it a friend song?
I see a lot of people, you know, have things like they break up with someone, to get dumped, if you will, you know, properly moaning about it,
Right.
being sad. But, you know, I think the best thing that exists in the world is falling in love. I mean, that excitement it's uncomparable.
Yeah.
So it's almost like whoever dumps you, I just want people to know that they can tell their friends for advice, like, you know, Alicia, you got dumped, but look at this, you can now fall in love again. And falling in love again is the number one best thing that you could do while you're alive. So it's almost like just telling people who, you know, break up with someone that it's an opportunity for the best
I felt
butterflies.
friend-zoned by it.
How so?
I felt like you were friend-zoning me. Like you were trying to tell me it was cool. Like you were trying to convince me that you didn't want to date me.
Oh no, I'm not.
Big D fans, ballers, listen to the song and comment below whether or not you feel like you're being friend-zoned by Dave McWane when you listen to it. Okay, man, one more question, Dave, and this is the most important question. People are debating this online, and they talk about it in the ska groups. They ask each other over and over again, is this ska? What is ska?
Well, I bring it back to the proper answer, which is it's the precursor of reggae, and if you need it to be said to you, it's faster reggae.
So you think it's mostly a musical designation. Is there a certain energy or vibe that goes along with what you consider to be the ska scene?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, you know, like when people say something's punk, it's not really about what the chord progressions are. There's a certain ethos behind it. It's almost like some people would say it's a way of life or something. Is that true of ska as well, or not really?
For me, I don't think so, because when you say something's punk,
Yeah.
I think you're using that word more descriptive than you can use ska. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I would say like metal, you could say that's a pretty metal building.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sure, you could say it's a pretty ska building if it was checkered, but I think metal and punk more own what you're describing.
You've heard it here first, folks. Check out these other videos here, man. The one at the top was selected specifically for you guys.